Hey guys, so here, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. As you can see, Edelgard has something to talk about, but first, let's go to support. And Lysithea and Marianne have an increased relationship right now.
Oh, Marianne, there you are! Lysithea? What's all this commotion? What's happening? There's been an accident at the training grounds. A spell gone amok. Come on, we need all the help we can get over there. Oh no, but I don't know how We could really use your help before things get out of hand. Come on, hurry! I don't think I would be much help. Oh, for the goddess's sake! You won't know unless you try, will you? Don't decide you're of no use without even giving it a shot. Fine then. Forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall. I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. Oh. Perhaps I took it too far.
Yes, you did. She has problems of her own, you know.
Hey, Marianne? Do you have a minute? Listen, I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier. The situation was urgent, and I'll admit I wasn't thinking clearly. I shouldn't have been so callous. I hurt your feelings, didn't I? No, it's fine. I'm the one to blame. Huh? But hey, are you sure you're all... I'm the one who should apologize. All I did was get in your way.
All she did was ask for your help. You didn't get in her way at all.
I would have made it to the training grounds much sooner if I hadn't slowed you down. Huh? Wait a second. It's all my fault. It's always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too.
You know what? She is very similar to Bernie. Bernie doesn't like to leave her room and everything else, and she has socially awkward problems. This one just doesn't believe in herself at all and believes that she's always just going to be a burden to every single person she meets. That probably stems from her stepfather. So, yeah. I really want to know what's behind why she's acts like this as well.
You're being so negative. I don't know what to say.
Because you tried to dig a little bit deeper so we can learn what actually is a problem for Marianne. No one else? Yep. Well, I see Rhea's still here. Look at that. C, B, A, S. We are never gonna get anywhere near an S with Rhea. You can actually marry Seal. What? What? Why? Can't exactly get to an S with Hilda, obviously, because she's into men, not women. But wait. Okay, now that's what I'm thinking of, though. If she was into women, and you went in, say, obviously, Black Eagles, if you were able to marry her, would she still be able to do it, or because you're in Black Eagles, you're never allowed to get S with her? Because if you marry her and she's with the Golden Deer and you fight the Golden Deer, you would have to basically kill the one you love. Oh, jeez. Okay. You are the last one we need to talk to, Edelgard. And I believe this is also the final week. I think.
Thank you for coming all the way to the Imperial capital, Professor. The announcement of my enthronement is imminent. Until then, can you please keep it to yourself? There are many preparations that must be made before the news spreads. I believe Hubert will be occupied and away from the monastery for much of this month.
Okay, I will. Again, that's every single last person. I've spent all my professor points. So let's save the game right here. I don't know what I'm going to be doing once I actually need to start. If I actually do, in fact, do another playthrough with a different house, I'm either going to have to save over my Black Eagle save file, or I'm literally going to have to remember every single time to not save over a file, and I'll most likely forget eventually. Either way, let's end the day. Yep, that was in fact the last week. Today's birthday is Lysithia's. Host a tea party.
Did you
Sweet
call
apple
me?
blend.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
this is my favorite tea. Do you, have sugar? Lots, please.
Okay, so she shares the same exact favorite tea with Flane.
I am grateful. This is delicious.
Alright, come on. Talk. Host for your future, plans for the future, mighty weapons. Talk. Overcoming weaknesses, children at the market, school uniforms.
I see.
You're doing great work. Equipment upkeep, past laughs. Of course, that's the wrong one.
It's
I'm
not
assuming
in
it
me
was
to
upkeep.
put energy into things that won't yield results. I just don't see the point.
Chat. Wait. Why was I able to have a perfect tea time with her, but every other person I was always stopped at 2? Is it because of my bond with her that I was able to get that? I'm not even gonna question it.
Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime.
Oh.
See ya.
It's possibly because it was her favorite tea and so she stayed. So yeah, upkeep. I don't even know why I decided to choose that one with her. Every single time, I guess I'm starting to fail these. Albeit, I was passing them purely just on luck. And I'm fully awake now, so that's just even more sad to the point where I failed it, even though I'm not tired. So yeah, that isn't really the best, and I have no more Master Seals. Oh wait, oh no, nope. Still needs writing B+, which she won't have for quite a while. Hopefully we get Master Seals again, albeit it's literally the final month, and next month is graduation, and I can't believe the graduation's already here. They grow up so fast. Conflict in the Holy Tomb. Suggested level 21. Your house ventures into the Holy Tomb to receive a revelation from the goddess. In a hidden place deep beneath Gereg Mach, a shocking truth is revealed. Rhea is my mother. Or something, Sothis is my mother. I don't know. Trying to make my own shocking revelation. Conflict in the Holy Tomb. White Clouds, Chapter 11, Throne of Knowledge.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine that any of these enormous contraptions are of this world.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator,
there's a
the goddess
throne.
Sothis, sat upon this very throne.
The throne that we saw in the very beginning, and every other time we saw her sitting in it.
Professor,
Sweet.
do you recognize this throne?
I do not. I do.
So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess.
Now I'm taking up my throne.
It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there.
It'll good.
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor?
Yes, and Edelgard's the Flame Emperor. Oh, that's the shocking revelation. I mean, I've already surmised that she was the Flame Emperor a while ago when Hubert was trying to desperately look for her.
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this?
Yes, she did, because she's the Flame Emperor.
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
Dun dun dun. As you can see, I can sometimes guess things right, other times I get things wrong. But this was kind of starting to put the pieces together when her and the Flame Emperor were never in the same place.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty.
Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
Oh, damn. I just realized something. Edelgard has always been my tank. So if she truly is no longer fighting with me, who the hell is gonna be my tank now? I literally have no one else that's capable of being a tank except for Leonie, who is currently trying to get heavy armor up. Oh my god. Items. Bow. So she even turned her back on her allies? Obviously Hubert is one of their allies. That's kind of sad. Okay. Iron Lance perfectly fine. Everyone's weapons seem to be in order. Manuela as an adjutant, Lysithia as an adjutant. So yeah. Let's do this. Fight. Defeat the enemy commander, which is Edelgard. All of your units fall in battle.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
Protect the crest stones. If they're stolen, you can get them back by defeating the foes that have them. You can earn rewards based on the number of crest stones you've protected. Alright, so I don't want to play it upside down, so let's turn it around. Where exactly are the crest stones at? Are these the tombs right here? Yep, crest stones are right there. Good God. Oh! Where the hell is that armor when... Oh, that's the Flame Emperor armor, though. Wait. Please tell me that they did not just lower my beloved Edelgard's level to 23 because of this mission. Oh God. Mariani,
Stay focused.
Right here. I can go right there. Wait.
Who, me?
I will get the victory.
Attack. Iron Sword. Petra will be fine. I have no need to worry about her at all in that. Now dance.
Thank you.
Attack. Iron Sword. Kill him. Goodbye.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I like how the cast is coming after me now. Honey. Would you please kill him so he doesn't get a cut stone? And a crit. Bye. And how's it feel for everyone else to be attacking their own technically
Ready.
allies? Ingrid, you can kill him. And goodbye.
Over already?
It's 2 gone. That's right, go after Ingrid.
Let's get to it.
Right here. Attack, Iron Lance. Kill him. Goodbye.
Another one down.
So when I made Edelgard Emperor, did I like get
That's
rid of
my
my
cue.
chance to marry her and whatnot? 'Cause if so, that kind of sucks. Goodbye.
I've got
I
many
mean, if
skills
anything, if we
now.
can resurrect Sothis, I can then go for her instead. That'd at least make me somewhat
Let us
happy
away.
that I at least got to marry someone I would have wanted. Although Dorothea,
Here we
I guess
go.
I could marry her as well. Not
Appreciate
sure. I mean, Edelgard still wants me to join her, right? So there's always the chance to do it. Okay, everyone wants to come after me. This
As
is like the
expected.
worst choice. I forgot to get my battalions up. That's one thing I keep on forgetting to do now. Oh well.
Take a
Hey, hey,
is
hey.
enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
Take away every last one of those crest stones.
Sorry. Didn't mean to skip your dialogue. Enemy stole away and it started to retreat, huh? You can't damage me. But yeah, Edelgard isn't inherently evil either. Because what that bastard did to Maya Village, she didn't like that at all. God damn! Stop taking the crests! No, you're not taking that crest and getting out of here.
That's the spirit.
Give it up.
I'll celebrate later.
Now go here so that she won't get attacked. Ingrid. Go right here. Attack. Iron Bow. Kill this one. So the closer to the one that's trying to
You
take
weren't ready.
the other one. Put it in the convoy. Dorothea. What about the fools over here with crest stones? Bernie. Kill this one. That's my crest stone. Ironically enough, they can't take the crest stone off of me once I put it in a convoy. Alright. I will go right over here. Fire. Aha, I can kill him.
Allow me
Look
to
at that.
Each battle,
These are
a
not
chance
yours,
to grow.
Edelgard. These are not yours. Okay, next up is... Who? That punk right there? Or... I mean, I'm completely fine myself, so... Yeah, attack the caster right now. As long as I can get
One more
Dorothea
success.
close to Edelgard, I can use Meteor and kill her. And then I can just end the battle straight right there. How far can Marianne go? You can only go right there, so go behind Petra. Or right next to her. Dan. and go straight up from here.
How sweet.
Right here. Attack. How far up can meteor? Meteor? Oh my. Ooh. I do have a healer, right? Before I do that. Oh yeah, I do. Attack, Edelgard.
Despite what I said, I have no intention of killing you. So why not stand down and get out of my way?
Sorry, not happening. You may be a tank, but you can't. Oh, thank God, she dodged. No, I just thought of something. If she was able to do that from right there, I probably could have ended it right here. And if only I had 2 dancers. Well, crap. What's that is? No, you can't damage him. Lane. Over here. Wait. What's that is? Try to block. How far can you go? Yeah, no, you can just stay there. Engine. Another Creststone, really? They can hold more than one? That kinda sucks. So you're going after the one that can harm your commander, huh? Well, screw you too. Now I need to freaking get these Creststones. Damn it, stop taking them. Alright, there's only one fool here who no, there's 2 fools. Ingrid. Right here. Attack. Iron Lance. Kill him right now. So we can get these Creststones back.
Seems I prevailed.
Put in the convoy. Put in the convoy. Bernie. Yeah, I should have moved Mercedes. Here's how this is gonna work. Bring myself back over here. Marianne, I want you to dance for me. And we can take out this fool that's trying to take the crest. That's myself. And then Bernie can take out the other one. Iron sword, kill him.
As expected.
You shall have no crests at all. Bernie, kill him. Thank you very much. I'll be taking those Creststones back. They are not Edelgards yet. Oh damn, she has 3 Creststones on her, okay. Now. One fool left. Plane, can you kill him? Attack. Fire. If you can, and this will get you
Did that suffice?
up. Flane is now level 29.
I am maturing at a rapid pace.
Hell yeah, you are. Now, Dorothea. Attack. Meteor. Good thing we got 2 on you. Wait. Just in case. Mercedes. Heal.
Sweet of you.
Full health. Now move up and out of the range of the freaking monsters. Attack, meteor, and take Edelgard out. Bye! And we saved all the crests, and we managed to defeat Edelgard.
So, the end has come.
You protected all the Creststones. Hell yeah, I did. Received the rusted bow. Well, gee, that was useful. Knowledge gem. That gives experience, right? Yep. A gem that supports skill acquisition. Increase the amount of skill Oh gee, well thanks for giving me that now when I'm already basically got my skills max. But sure, put the advanced seal back. Advanced seal. As I said, put that in the conflict. Stage complete. 3 turns to defeat Edelgard and save all of the crest stones. And I was the MVP. Thanks to the efforts of Sal, all of your allies' motivation increased. Save the game right here. Oh my god. What now, 80?
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresmelk would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
I won't kill her. This decision will drastically change the story. This decision will drastically change the story. I must kill Edelgard. I must protect Edelgard. Are you certain about your decision? If I do this, I will become an enemy of the church. Rhea will come after me. Hell, even my students that I've come to love all this time, Bernie and everyone else, they may actually not follow me at all. If I go with Edelgard and they don't agree with what Edelgard's doing, they might become their own little faction, or they could go off to anywhere else. Then I would probably have new units and Edelgard would probably be the only one. Unless there are some loyal people with me, Edelgard would probably be the only one. Oh god, do I kill every one of my students just to protect Edelgard? Let's go.
You. How dare you?
How dare you? You've kept secrets from me all this time. You haven't told me who my mother was, or anyone else. You did something to me when I was a baby, to try to take power for yourself. You are the person I don't trust the most, currently. Tell me the truth and maybe I will kill Edelgard.
My teacher, thank you. But are you certain that... No, now isn't the time for discussion.
I said I would go with you.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Had I decided to kill Edelgard, I wouldn't have actually have killed her. Hubert would have teleported in front of her, and he would have been the one I killed. And Edelgard would have managed to escape, and then it would have been a whole revolution, and I would have been with the Church of Cerros, defending it against every single house, probably. Although now I'm against the Church of Cerros, so I don't know what's worse. Fighting the church, which could have an overpowered enemy, or fighting every single place alongside the church. I'm not entirely sure what would be the worst route.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure.
Yes, and you're just an old hag who hasn't told me a single bit about my past.
Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
Oh boy.
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes, The monsters that have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
Oh, damn.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
So what's gonna happen to all my students? I mean, I knew Rhea was crazy, but damn. I'm loving this.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. Outset of a power struggle. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
We somehow managed to escape.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Well, hey. Here's everyone. Now, we actually gonna get the truth?
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flayn has chosen to leave our ranks.
Of course.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My grandfather was the leader of Brigid, and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying. Was this a good idea? Did I make the right choice?
Who knows?
Oh, but my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
So here's the thing. They all followed the professor. But Bridget does say that she wanted to be with the Empire, so maybe a few of them would have just stayed with me because I've taught them all this time. Oh man, this is really one interesting story that I'm gonna be going through now.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one. You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
Yeah, it would.
I'm not just here for you, Adie. I'm here to follow our dear professor.
Of course you are.
Of course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself. One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast. Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility. They mercilessly annihilate anyone who defies them. I know this because I have lived it. After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Seiros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the Alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity, for all of Fodlan. If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never. Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph!
So what happened to
That was
graduation?
incredible, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me.
No, they technically chose to follow me, but because I went with you, they decided to come.
I was resolved to move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
So long as I am here, you will never be alone. Please do not forget that.
She would have been alone. The moment I decided to kill her, you would have jumped in, took the shot, and you would have died in her place. So then she truly would have been all alone.
And it would seem that the professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
Consider it done.
Professor, may I speak with you?
Of course.
I appreciate it.
What's wrong?
I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless casualties. With a single command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order.
Do you wish to stop? This is the path you chose, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There is no turning back. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan.
No. I just realized this means I have to kill Flane. Oh god, no. Please don't make it so. My little Flane. No.
These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way. Listen to me. I made up my mind long ago. Yet here I am, seeking your approval.
Of course, because I will always and forever be your professor.
Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side? Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this.
Can I? I literally chose you over the Church of Cerros, so even if I decide to walk away from you, I would still have to fight the Church of Cerros. So yeah,
this
no.
path leads to the death of the Archbishop and the servants of the Church. Can you live with
that? Flame! I don't want to kill her! I chose this path too.
I never thought... I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it was a
she is
foolish
blushing.
question. I believe in you, Professor. And you believed in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Your Majesty, the latest report indicates that our main army is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
Manifesto?
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Cerros and the foul practices of the nobles from the Kingdom and the Alliance. We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the Church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten. My father among them. How unfortunate.
And soon we will invade and conquer Garreg Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There, we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
We are the Imperial Shield. We are the Imperial Sword. So basically, we're the defenses or we're the attack.
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
She's been fighting on the front lines this entire time. Give it a rest, man.
Now that the details are settled, all that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves.
Please don't make me actually have to name.
In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force?
Sure. I love it. I hope we can live up to that name. Isn't that a bit much? I love it.
I'm so happy you feel that way. I must confess that I spent all night thinking about it.
Of course you did.
I'll leave it to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
So essentially what you're telling me is now is the time to grind and get everyone to at least level 30. Something, right? Because if we're fighting the church, we have to be a high level. This month you will operate from a temporary encampment, so the available facilities are limited. You can head out to the battlefield by approaching the temporary encampment's exit and selecting to battle. Holy crap, that's a lot of people to talk to. Hell, I'd say there's probably more people in the freaking monastery that we would have to talk to. Support? Oh! No wonder. I could never get my bond up with Edelgard because it was always stuck until I made the choice to be with her. Okay, well, let's talk to everyone first.
To be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says. But if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally. So I'll fight. I'm not at ease with that decision just yet, but I'll stick by it.
We actually have some of the students that are actually fighting with us. Oh god. Mercedes! Mercedes, surely this is what the goddess willed. The goddess willed for us to follow Edelgard and go against the church. I mean, Celtis did tell me to go and protect my students and do what I believe is right. So technically the goddess did say that.
Surely this is what the goddess willed, isn't it? I feel she would not have wanted the Church of Saros to become what it has.
I love the fact that my students are still here. Even the ones that weren't part of the Black Eagles to begin with. Oh my god. I didn't realize, but by Mercedes it shows the Adrestian Empire. They're no longer part of the Blue Lions or the Golden Deer. They're now permanently part of the Adrestian Empire. Which means I can still do what I've wanted to do since the beginning. Have Ingrid kill her childhood friend Dimitri. Oh god.
I may return to Galatia territory and try to convince my father to join our cause. It's possible that... No. In my heart, I know that my father won't listen.
I'm loving the idea that I can get Ingrid now to kill Dimitri.
Still, I must get him to see reason. That this is the only way to ensure our family's future.
Damn straight. Power to the Adrestian Empire. I love how we have the blacksmith, the armorer. Anybody want to sell some master seals? Because we're gonna need them alright for this fight.
Yes.
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is Ladislava.
Ooh, I like you.
I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard. Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
So do I. And why do I feel more hyped about this than I did all those other months in the monastery? I guess it's because the story is finally starting to progress.
I'm Randolph von Burgleys. I'm
Further
not very
than
high in the
already
ranks
has.
yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Burgleys. My mother married
that
into
name
House
sounded
Burgleys
familiar.
after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly. But I'm determined to make something of myself in this battle to bring glory to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
Alright.
I have heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the Purge noble families of the Empire. He's Hubert's father, but Hubert seems rather unconcerned about it.
Obviously, because he's addicted to following
That
Edelgard.
alone is why we soldiers find Hubert quite frightening.
Oh, don't worry. He's just, he's harmless unless you say anything bad about her. Leonie? Alright. Bye, Cynthia.
If the church is behind the current state of things, this society in which only crests are valued, then I have no need of it.
Yep. They technically are behind the society of why crests are valued.
Edelgard is taking the shortest path to change. No matter how drastic her measures, I agree that this is the only way. That said, if Edelgard strays from her noble path, I trust you will set her straight again. Won't you? I am counting on you, Professor.
I love this. Seeing students that I've recruited to our house just standing around. This is really amazing.
So, you've turned against the church to ally with the Empire too, huh? I've never pressed him for details, but Captain Geralt was always suspicious of Lady Rhea, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I'm on your side no matter what. I promised him I'd support you, and that's what I plan to do.
So would you have automatically have come with me, or would you have actually stayed with your house had I not recruited you? That's what I'm more interested about right now.
Professor.
Annette?
Professor?
Do we have to kill your father or your grandfather, whoever Gilbert actually is?
I'm okay with fighting whoever we need to, but I really don't want to battle my father.
Oh my god. Gilbert actually is her father. I just found a new little game I can play. It's called Level Annette up to level 30 something, then have her kill her father. Am I evil for wanting Ingrid to kill her childhood friend and having Annette kill her own father? That's evil, right? Oh god.
But I know that something is wrong with the church. And more than that, I believe in you, and I trust your word. You lead, and I'll follow.
Uh-huh, so you'll let me tell you to attack and kill your own father, right? I mean, you're level 19 currently, so yeah, I do have to do a bit of grinding. It's at least 32-ish.
I came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice. Everything will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I? If I know that you
Hey,
think
I'm
it's
here,
okay,
so you're not wrong.
I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself.
You can always believe in your dear Professor. Marianne?
Imagine making half the world your enemy for the sake of realizing your own ideals. Edelgard is so radiant and strong compared to someone like me. What if I have the power to change the world too? Even just a little bit.
You do, it's called dance.
Come on.
Bernie, what's up?
Don't even get my own room here. At least I had that at home. But speaking of home, Hubert told me something. He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard. Wait.
She smiled at that.
My father's going to be home all the time now?
That, or he could attack you.
On second thought, I think I'm fine right here.
I agree. right? You too?
The Empire and Bridget were once warring with each other. But now, I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire. It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets.
Yes, but if I chose the Blue Lions and everyone else, you would have followed with me as well. And fought against the Empire. For a better cause that you could have possibly have seen.
My belief is with you, and with Edelgard.
80. Our own 80.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
We are. It's worrisome. We will not
Thinking
lose.
about it makes me scared. We're fighting the Knights of Saros. Still, I know you'll figure something out.
Oh, I will. Do I have to be the one that slays Flayn? Will I actually kill her with my own hands? Or will I kill her father first, then her? Those are the two I don't really want to kill at all. Oh, God. That's the one terrible choice I know I'm gonna have to make soon. Especially if we're actually going to wage war and take over the monastery.
I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this. I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do. As the next Duke Ire, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Of course. I mean, you would have followed me no matter where I went.
Black Eagle Strike Force, eh? I like it.
So do I.
It's really a twist of fate that brought me to this side of things. I'm still proud to be here.
Almost done.
That could have gotten dangerous fast. If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had to fight my father.
Oh, really?
We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster. Anyway, it looks like he's going to be leading the western units. I wonder if we'll wind up fighting the Kingdom's army, and who decided to fight for the church.
Yeah, that would be interesting to know who.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
I mean, they always knew that Edelgard would be the next emperor,
right.
so makes sense.
I'm a soldier, but I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Saros without ever questioning them. But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
Hello.
Yep. Now, can I buy some Master Seals,
Welcome.
please? I'm gonna need them. Convoy. Shamir is still with us, Alois is still with us, and Manuela is still with us. Oh, hell yeah. Even the senseis are still here. Whoops. Hanneman, Hanneman, please tell me you went to the kingdom or some other place where I don't have to fight you right now. I'm so
Please come
sorry, but you
again.
always, but you also,
Welcome.
I completely forgot what I was doing. You're also creepy for taking the strands of my hair.
This one?
Buy the silver shield, why not?
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
be getting a bunch of gold from grinding. Oh!
This one?
5
Thank you.
master seals. Thank you. But usually when you buy these seals, they just stay there, but you can't buy any more. They disappear disappeared, so can I not get any more Master Seals?
Thank you.
This one?
If so,
Thank
that
you.
kinda sucks.
Please come again.
I don't really need to buy any weapons right now, seeing as how all we ever really use is iron weapons anyways. Oh, I still haven't even talked to you guys yet.
It is not up to Her Majesty to bring the students to our cause. That task falls to you. Those who have forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable. You are uniquely able to provide emotional support. Please use that gift to guide others down the path that Lady Edelgard has laid before us.
I could have easily have gotten every single one of the guys as well to join me, or at least everyone but one that wouldn't want to join us. I mean, if there's one girl that didn't want to join us because we're in the Black Eagles, there had to be one guy as well, right? Or it would be one guy that wouldn't want to join the Blue Lions and or the Golden Deer.
I ask you to do this from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, sure you do. I'm not entirely sure if talking to Edelgard right now will trigger the support. So let's save the game either way and go to the support for it first, just in case. Lysithea and Edelgard are now B.
Edelgard, do you have a minute?
This is strange. They're in the monastery.
You want to speak with me? How unusual. Please, come in. I'll prepare some tea for us. Have a seat. Would you care for some cake?
Yes, please. I never say no to sweets.
They're from Enbar. A bit too sweet for my own liking.
Isn't that the whole point of cake? Well, more for me. These are fantastic with this tea.
True. Well, there's no shortage of them. Help yourself to as many as you like. Now then, you wish to speak with me?
So, I can tell you know a fair bit about me.
Maybe this can wait until you've finished eating?
Edelgard, you know a fair bit about me, don't you?
What in particular?
For example, the fact that I have 2 crests.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
No need to play coy with me. It won't work. It's clear my body has succumbed to the intense pressure of bearing 2 crests.
Is that why you're smaller than you should?
Due to the immense requirements of bearing these crests, my life expectancy is painfully short. You know all of this, right?
That wasn't the type of short I was thinking of. So, if you marry Lysithea, will she die shortly after? But at least she would have died knowing that she was loved in the very end. That's kind of a crushing way to see this right now. Or maybe when you marry her, there's a way to remove the second crest and she can live longer? Or with the goddess's power, you can actually increase her life expectancy so she can live a longer life? There are so many twists and turns to this game that I'm loving it right now. This might be one of my favorite games in a long time, to be honest.
Actually, this is the first I'm hearing of it. How would I know unless you told me?
Still won't drop the act, huh? Despite how obvious you've been with your concern about my health, you're certainly consistent. I'm not really in the mood for these games. Given your rank, you certainly have access to all kinds of information that others do not. Clearly, you'd have heard all about me.
Either way, I know now since you just told me. About your 2 crests, your physical weakness, and your short life expectancy. However, according to the principles of crest research, it's impossible to bear 2 crests. Unless you've undergone a blood reconstruction surgery. Is that the case, Lysithea?
Correct. It wasn't as though I had a say in any of this.
I see. So you've lived through that relentless terror and agony, and survived.
You speak of all of this as though you understand it on a personal level. Edelgard, Have you?
You're a good friend, Lysithia, and a valuable member of this army. So I won't have you overexerting yourself. I don't want to lose you. Understand?
I understand.
Good girl. Oh, and if you like those cakes, why not take some with you for later?
There's no need to pander to me, but yes, I'll take those. Thanks.
So, does Edelgard also have that short life expectancy, or no? I'm not entirely sure.
We will join forces with the main army and attack Garrick Mach. It's a fortress built on steep ground, but it's never seen battle. That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it.
We have to try.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win. If the battle becomes a clash of beasts within human strength, you will be our only hope. I believe in you. I'm relying on you to lead the Black Eagle Strike Force to victory.
Oh, I will. After grinding, of course. Now, I'm assuming we can't change classes till I decide to go out and battle. Now that I've saved the game again, support. I've been waiting for this for a long time. We'll now be with Edelgard.
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
This isn't like you. Such are the bones of an emperor. Let's do just that.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
Yeah, he wouldn't. That's too bad.
Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
It's pretty funny. You misunderstand me.
Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental.
Oh?
However...
What? Thank you?
I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice.
Ooh, I don't doubt that at all, especially if you lost the one person that keeps you in check, which is Hubert, and make sure you do things right. Then you truly would have been all alone in this war with no one to come with you, because everyone would have followed me. Oh jeez, that's kind of a sad thought. She truly would be all alone, and then we would end her reign. I don't even want to think of killing Edelgard. But who knows, it might be something we would have to do in the future. Either being in Black Eagles and choosing Chrysoceros, or doing it with Blue Lions or the Golden Deer.
But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
You have many allies. I'm glad.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself.
Well, you can rely on me from now on.
With you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Edelgard and Cell have attained support level B. Oh boy. So next up is A, and then finally S. Oh, hey, at least now I can potentially get her up to A? I don't think we can get A until after the time skip. I mean, I'm assuming that there's a time skip. I've been assuming that for quite a while. Oh, Battalion Guildmaster.
What do you require?
How I keep on forgetting this for a long time. Replenish, please. Thank you. That's...
Farewell.
Is very much appreciated. Okay. Battalion, items, weapons, and armor.
Welcome.
What exactly do you sell now? What? The wield of this blade is emboldened and will attack twice when initiating combat. Ooh. That's kind of cool.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Buy you for no reason. Silver gauntlets.
Come back soon.
Okay, well. There's no one else to talk to here. I can't check a map, so... To battle? Oh my god. Emperor Edelgard has declared war on the Church of Seros, and in quest-dominated world it has created her first movement to topple the most prominent symbol of the Church's dominance, Garrick Mark. So I'm assuming we do the Battle of Garrick Mark, and then we can go into the Battle of the Outskirts and start grinding, right? Because this is really catching up to our levels now. I don't really like that. Can't do anything in the roster. Inventory. Yeah, there's nothing for... Can I really not choose my class in Master Class? Can I not do that right now?
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't like this at all.
Right.
Yep. Can't do it. I'm not a professor anymore. Well, not currently.